Welcome back to my lecture series. This is Muthuminar R, Assistant Professor from the Department of Agricultural Engineering at SNS College of Technology. Today we'll see the continuity of the previous unit, Overview and Classification of Surveying. That is the topic, Principles and Basic Concepts of Uses, that comes under the subject Surveying and Leavening for the students of second year, third semester. Before going into the session, let us have a small recap. What is surveying? What is the introduction that is involved under the concept of surveying, and what are the objectives of surveying? The surveying is nothing but the art of determining the relative positions on or beneath the surface, and also the objective of surveying that we have seen is two. The first one is to prepare a plan or to prepare a map. Why we have to do those? Because what we are doing under surveying is nothing but we are dealing with the collection of data that is available at the surfaces. So for each and every time, it is not necessary for a person to go there and identify the locations and the points then and there, because it is already available. The only thing which we have to do in the sense, we can identify those points through the pre-documented work. So that is how we can create a map or a plan to document them. Today we'll see about the principles of surveying. The principle, here, it is a main thumb rule that has to be followed as a surveyor, because surveying is a very vast profession. Even if we are very capable of doing surveying, we can take up charge as a surveyor, because this will deal us as a very good entrepreneur in surveying. So the main principle that is involved in surveying is nothing but whole to part, and the second one is fixing two new points. Okay, let us have a brief intro over whole to part. Okay, so for an instance, we are going to a field where it is very bigger. uh, Consider it is 1 acre. Okay, so the instrument that is available with us will be very limited, and it will not be and it is not capable for us to measure the distance between 2 points. That is, at those 2 points will be the corner points of the field, 1 acre, and we don't have such a lengthy type of tape also, right? So if that's the case, what will happen? We have to measure them manually, and which will make us in a very tedious work, and it is time consuming. In that scenario, common small principle is that we are going to split that entire area into equal number of small parts. So we are going to split them up into a very bigger grid. So what happens if we are capable of measuring that one grid, and if we are going to multiply that grid area into number of grids that are available, which will give me the entire area, right? So this is how we can identify them. So this is the small resemblance. As you guys can see, it is a whole part of cake, and which could be calculated by splitting them into three equal parts. So three equal slices will give me the area of entire area if I add cake 1 and plus cake 2 plus cake 3 slices, right? So the entire cake's area will be known. So this is how we are going to consider the calculation of area at the field by splitting them into several parts. So the main principle at this extensive areas, the survey has to be done by establishing system of control points. The line joining these will form skeleton of the survey, and from the points area is established by triangulation and traverse method. That means that we are splitting the entire part into known areas, that is known formulas, which is easier for us to calculate it. Triangulation means splitting that entire area into several number of triangles, and traverse means splitting the entire area into known number of small parts of area, that is like square or rectangle. So which means that if I'm going to split them up into a square or a traverse or a polygon, what will happen in the sense, if I create a diagonal in between of them, it will give me two triangles. So that is why the most common principle that is involved in surveying is triangulation. So the next principal condition is fixing two new points. As we all know that, as you guys can see my hand, how many number of fingers I do have? 5. And here consider these 5 fingers as points. Okay. So in order to measure a distance between 2 points, I have to identify a distance between the points. So that means that it is mandatory for me to have another point. So in order to identify these distances, it is necessary for me to position a third point that may be fixed by an arc or a measuring the devices. So always the number of points that is available has to be plus 1 while compared to that of the distance. So as you see here, 5 number of points, but the distance between these points is only 4. So in order to identify these kinds of things, I have to establish a perpendicular third point. That is, that point may be assumed as C from the baseline AB. This will help me to check the accuracy of the data that I have been collected. So these are the two main principles that are involved in surveying. Okay, so this is what I have prepared for today's class. If you guys have any kinds of doubt or anything, ping me anytime. See you at the next class. Thank you.